Good luck trying to find an affordable ticket for the Indiana Fever's preseason showdown against Brazil at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Good luck finding an affordable ticket for the Indiana Fever's preseason game against Brazil at Carver Hawkeye Arena. What was expected to be a simple exhibition.
Ain't nobody paying $8,100 to watch Angel Reese play ball, especially when there are tickets. There was a ticket available for $29. $29 to see Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky play at the LSU.
Turned into one of the most shocking ticket frenzies women's basketball has ever seen. Seats for the May 4th matchup were initially offered only to season ticket holders and top donors, and within minutes, they were completely gone. The general public never even had a chance to buy tickets, as the arena sold out before any public sale could begin. The Indiana Fever made a brilliant move by scheduling Caitlin Clark's return to Iowa at the very arena where she became a college basketball legend. This wasn't just another preseason game. It was a homecoming filled with emotion, nostalgia, and anticipation. Fans knew they were witnessing something special, and the demand reflected that. Within roughly 36 minutes, all 13,000 seats were sold, causing websites to lag, crash, and lock fans out as thousands desperately tried to refresh their screens. What happened next was even more unbelievable. Almost immediately after the sellout, tickets appeared on secondary markets like StubHub and SeatGeek at outrageous prices. The cheapest resale seats climbed far beyond what most fans expected, while premium and courtside seats reached into the thousands of dollars. Some listings rivaled prices typically seen for NBA playoff games.
37 minutes. That's all the time it took for all 13,000 tickets to sell to season ticket holders. The University of Iowa is trying to make sure the tickets go to fans. Instead, the legislature made you even more. The words "sold out" are plastered on the doors at Carver Hawkeye Arena and the team's website for tickets to see Hawkeye legend Caitlin Clark and her Indiana Fever take up
36 minutes to sell.
All for a preseason exhibition against Brazil's national team. This moment wasn't just about hype. It was a clear demonstration of Caitlin Clark's economic impact on women's basketball. She isn't simply filling arenas. She's creating demand that drives resale markets, attracts high-spending.
They were all gone before general sale to the public even started. Clark and the Indiana Fever are returning to the University of Iowa for a WNBA preseason game against the Brazilian national team. That game is on May 4th.
Think about that.
And elevates the value of games across the league. Even before the regular season began, her presence alone turned an exhibition into a must-see event. At the same time, a nearly identical scenario was playing out elsewhere with a very different outcome. The Chicago Sky scheduled their own preseason exhibition against the same Brazilian national team, this time at LSU for Angel Reese's time.
It's a big situation again, like Caitlin Clark selling out Iowa, sold out a preseason game. People saying it sold out in 40 minutes. This is within 20 minutes. Like, obviously, you couldn't get onto the damn website. It's sold out. You could have been trying to refreshing the page and not got tickets. Most of the time, it officially sold out in 40 minutes, but like realistically, it almost crashed the website.
But the setup looked perfect. Same opponent, similar timing, and a star returning to familiar ground. But the response couldn't have been more different. Instead of instant sellouts, tickets for the Chicago Sky game remained widely available days after going on sale. Prices dropped quickly.
Have you seen what the highest one is?
I haven't.
That's like 45 grand.
What?
Front row seats.
Is that it? You should get something. You should get a souvenir or something, right? For $45,000.
Get a signed jersey by Caitlin Clark.
We knew it was a hot ticket.
It's listed for under $30, an entire section still open. There were no crashing websites, no frantic refreshes, and no resale frenzy. The contrast between the two games became impossible to ignore. Social media quickly picked up on the disparity. Side-by-side screenshots showed sold-out sections in Iowa next to empty seating maps at LSU. Fans began comparing ticket prices, attendance expectations, and resale values, and the conversation shifted from rivalry to reality. When fans are willing to pay premium prices for one player and hesitate to buy discounted tickets for another, The market sends a message that no amount of promotion can override. This situation exposed a
They're sold out, so I really don't know what they're gonna do about this. I guess it's just kind of like one of those missed opportunities, and you know, a lot of people are saying they need to move this to a stadium because there's no doubt in Iowa, if you move this to a stadium, it would be sold out.
harsh truth about star power in professional sports. Popularity on social media doesn't always translate into ticket sales. True influence is measured by who fills arenas, who drives demand, and who generates revenue. In this case, the difference was undeniable. The WNBA continues to talk about growth, momentum, and rising popularity, and much of that is real. However, moments like this reveal who is truly driving that growth. Caitlin Clark's presence transforms preseason games into headline events and turns ordinary matchups into economic spectacles. When she plays, fans show up in games.
I shouldn't be surprised, and yet I'm still surprised because Indiana Fever preseason, not even like preseason, exhibition game, with the Indiana Fever going to play the Brazilian national team at Carver Hawkeye Arena, Caitlin's college facility, sold out. They went on sale this morning at 9 a.m. for Fever season ticket holders, Iowa donors, and Iowa season ticket holders for women's basketball. And then general admission was supposed to go on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm hearing rumblings of like maybe scalpers got in, like the secondary market is already crazy, but it was sold out and a bunch of season ticket holders couldn't even get their tickets. Iowa women's basketball posted this on their Instagram and on their Facebook just a few minutes ago that, hey, it's already sold out. No point in trying to get tickets tomorrow for the general public because you can't.
The frenzy around numbers, and they're willing to pay unprecedented prices to do so. Ultimately, this wasn't just about 2 players or 2 games. It was a real-time market test with What we're watching unfold right now isn't just a story about ticket prices or preseason exhibition games. It's a live.
Well, so what I did not know is the Chicago Sky is playing the Brazilian national team. Angel Reese is playing the very same team the Indiana Fever are playing.
An unfiltered market test of star power in women's basketball. And the results are so loud that no amount of spin can drown them out. When the Indiana Fever announced a preseason game against Brazil at Carver Hawkeye Arena, it didn't feel like a normal scheduling update. It felt like a cultural moment waiting to happen. Caitlin Clark returning to the building where she became a house.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Let's talk about these. Was always going to draw interest, but nobody, absolutely nobody, expected what happened next. In under 40 minutes, every single seat was gone, and the general public never even got a chance to buy a ticket. Websites buckled, fans refreshed pages in frustration, and by the time people realized what was happening, it was already over. Sold out, not for playoff game, not for a championship, for a preseason exhibition. That alone should have been enough to reset the conversation around women's basketball economics. But what happened after the sellout is what truly exposed the reality of the league's current power structure. Within hours, resale listings appeared at prices that looked almost fake. Nosebleed seats jumped into the hundreds. Lower bowl seats crossed into the thousands. Courtside listings climbed into territory usually reserved for NBA playoff games or major concert tours. This was that interested in coming.
On Vivid Seats, there are tickets available for $36 right now. A lot of tickets for in the 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. You get the point I'm trying to make. Very interesting indeed. StubHub. Here's a $29 ticket. A $29 ticket.
This was symbolic support. This was fans putting real money on the table. This was demand colliding with limited supply in the purest possible way. And it all centered around one player. Now contrast that with what happened just days later. The Chicago Sky scheduled the exact same opponent, the Brazilian national team, for Angel Reese's homecoming game at LSU. Same concept, same timing, same preseason exhibition framing. On paper, this should have been another celebration, another packed house, another viral moment. Instead, it became one of the most uncomfortable side-by-side